Something I've been asked about a lot recently is how I got started in cybersecurity, how I got started in IT. And although I've made videos on this before, maybe it's time for a bit of an update. I'll start all the way back in high school when I started doing, alongside high school, a network engineering diploma at TAFE, which is an Australian diploma thing. It's kind of like uni, but not a degree, diploma. After doing that one, finishing high school, finishing that diploma, I then stayed at TAFE and also did a diploma in web design and media, which was just another area that I was interested at the time. After this, I went to university, used the competencies from those two prior completed diplomas and completed my degree in computer science. While doing this, I was working at a bar, which was a nighttime job. In the morning, I would work at a high school as a network admin. And in the afternoon, I would work at an IT support business, which did computer repairs for people at their houses. So I'd drive out, fix a computer, do all that kind of stuff. This was in my first and last 2 years of my degree. How did I get to uni? I have no idea. I actually can't think of how I managed my time in doing 3 jobs and also studying at the same time. But needless to say, my results from university were not very good because I was too busy actually working. But I finished it, so it's the main point, really. I then quit my job at the bar, which was, at the time, was actually my favorite job that I was doing, but I had to get out of it to follow my career progression. Then the IT support at home job offered me a full-time position, so I stopped working at the school for half a day. I did that for a few years, then got fired for the weirdest reason, which was apparently I was doing burnouts in the work car, which was not true, but beside the point. I low-key wish I had been doing burnouts, so it was a legitimate reason to fire me, but it doesn't matter. That business has since closed down and failed, so calm as a bitch. After being fired, I then decided I'm going to start my own IT support business, but primarily supporting business clients. So what I did is I used my savings. I sold my car I had at the time, which was my love and joy. It was a Subaru WRX. Bought an absolute piece of crap car to get myself around in. Had this computer shop where I did hardware repairs and things like that, but also my main focus was bringing in clients on managed support services. This was my first introduction to my own business and something fun that I did, web design, I did SEO, I did computer installs, everything IT was what I did, but focusing mostly on businesses. Made a lot of contacts during this, which was great. And then I decided to sell this business because I could make more money by working for another MSP. So I sold this business, bought myself a house, because the business was doing quite well. So I sold it for a good chunk of money. Then joined an MSP as a network administrator or engineer. Same thing, really. Working at this MSP was pretty fun. I worked there for quite a few years, made a lot of really good friends and learned a lot about the different services that were on a bigger scale. It was a much bigger MSP than the one that I had prior. I need to check my LinkedIn to see what was next because there's been a bit of turmoil around this period. Oh yeah, that's right. So then I joined another MSP for around 2 years as a senior systems engineer, which covered everything. Then worked for a government organization, my first ever government organization, again as a systems administrator, senior systems administrator. I then moved from here about a year later and worked at another government organization as a network security and systems administrator, which was my introduction to cybersecurity at the time, managing firewalls, managing the EDR solution, doing everything in between from system builds to full switch rollouts, new firewall rollouts and migration, Microsoft 365 management, all of that good stuff. I then went from here to another organization within the government, which was direct government work in the defense space. I can't actually say a lot about this job, but it was a very eye-opening experience as far as cybersecurity is concerned. I then decided to do contracting for larger organizations. So I did contracting for Dimension Data, did contracting for Data3. I also joined Cybrary, as an assistant mentor, which was fun, but it was basically unpaid support for people who were trying to get into cybersecurity. While then starting up, yes, another business, which was a Safer Internet project, I worked as a cybersecurity specialist for another MSP for a grand total of 4 years. I stopped doing that, started my own MSP, which was pretty fun, as well as started a startup business, which was it was good while it lasted, but COVID killed that one, unfortunately. Then started a flurry of other businesses. So CyberSec Guidance, which was a guidance machine, joined the board of directors at Human, which was quite fun, and then merged everything, the MSP, the guidance business, into the Safer Internet project and made it what it is today. And that is my pathway to where I am today. It's been a pretty crazy journey, to be completely honest. Definitely not the one I recommend to people. I tend to sort of, run in full steam ahead and figure out how to put out the fires once I've created them myself, as far as career progression is concerned. And that's just my way of doing things. It's not the way I would recommend other people do it, but it worked for me at the time, which is good. Along that journey, I did do a lot of other certifications, though, which you can read about on my LinkedIn profile. Link in description. So what have you guys done to get to where you are today? And what journey are you taking to get into cybersecurity, IT, whatever it is? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below.